Title: At the party, her mother read the DNA test aloud. He is not the father. My wife's family erupted in laughter. I pointed to the next line and remained silent. Then her mother read the true father's name from the report. They thought I was blind. They thought I was weak. They thought betrayal could rot me quietly in the dark. But I don't break. I calculate. The laughter still rings in my ears. It wasn't just laughter, it was mockery. Her mother's voice cut through the room, waving the paper like a trophy. He is not the father! The room exploded. Wine glasses clinked. Her cousins howled. My wife's smirk lingered, her eyes daring me to crumble in front of them all. But I stayed silent. My finger rested on the next line of the report, a single gesture, not a word. Her mother, drunk on cruelty, read further. And that's when the silence came. Her lips trembled. She stuttered the name. A relative, one of their own. Her daughter's son wasn't mine. And now her entire bloodline twisted against itself in one breath. She turned slowly to him, then to her grandson, her whisper slicing through the silence. "What did you do?" That was the moment I had been waiting for. I married her with nothing but love. She was fire and grace, reckless but captivating. Her family despised me from the start. Too humble, too careful, not their kind. I worked, I built, I provided. And when our son was born, I believed I had won their silent war. I believed blood had bound us all. But blood lies. I remember her smile the first time I held him. I remember the way she told me, "He has your eyes." Lies can be beautiful when you want to believe them. The first crack appeared in laughter too, hers, a slip at a party. Her cousin's hand lingered too long on her waist, their eyes meeting with history, not innocence. I buried the suspicion, until one night when I passed her phone glowing on the counter. A single message burned through the screen. He looks more like me every day. My hand shook, not with rage, but with clarity. I didn't confront her, not yet. Rage is loud, but revenge requires silence. I ordered the DNA test quietly, first for me and the child. The result hit like a blade, not the father. My world tilted, my lungs emptied. But pain is fuel. I needed names, truths, proof that no one could bury. So I had another test run, discreetly, expensively. Her cousin's DNA, stolen from a used glass at a family dinner. I compared it against my son's. The match was undeniable. That night, I sat in the dark, staring at the papers, listening to my wife sleep peacefully beside me. Every breath she took was borrowed time. I prepared. Bank accounts moved into my control. Documents secured. I even recorded her laughter, her insults, her drunken confessions, tucked neatly into encrypted files. Revenge is not impulse. Revenge is architecture, and mine was complete. I chose the stage carefully, her father's birthday party. A night filled with their kind of arrogance, gold rings, fake smiles, expensive perfume masking rot. I waited until they were all drunk on pride, until her mother demanded a toast, and my wife leaned close, whispering, "You'll never belong." That's when I slid the envelope across the table. Read it. The first line was enough to spark their cruelty. They erupted, their laughter filling the hall, pointing at me like a broken toy. But I didn't flinch. I only raised my hand, guiding her mother's eyes downward, to the line that mattered. And then, silence. Her mother's face drained of color. The name left her lips like poison. The cousin froze, his glass shattering against the floor. My wife went pale, her eyes wide, her breath caught in her throat. Every relative stared, suspicion unraveling into horror. The silence broke into chaos, shouts, denials. My wife lunged for the paper, but I stepped back, letting the truth sink its claws into every corner of the room. Her father's hand shook as he pointed at his nephew, his voice breaking, "You with her?" And then the final whisper, trembling from her mother to her daughter, eyes locked on the boy she once called mine. "What did you do?" I said nothing. Words were unnecessary. I left the party without raising my voice, without breaking a sweat. My silence was the loudest weapon in the room. By morning, divorce papers were on the table. Custody? Irrelevant. The boy wasn't mine. Assets? Protected months ago. Their empire of lies crumbled, and I walked away untouched. She called, she cried, she begged. I never answered. Justice doesn't come from anger. Justice comes from patience. And when the truth is sharp enough, you don't need to twist the knife. You just leave it on the table and watch them bleed.